What's
Giza.
uh
Giza.
Giza? That's right. That makes sense. That's foolish of me. Um, because we have been given the task by the Phalakatai turned into our liaison for, I guess, a lack of a better terms, the the military, the government, to investigate um, a rumor that the Sphinx is moving and people are dying. And as soon as we arrived, there were tremors akin to earthquakes that, of course, the people of Giza are scared of and immediately um, think that it's the Sphinx. But of course, we're a bunch of skeptics. We go from home to home investigating the people that were affected, at least the ones that were members of this town. Because among the people that are missing or dead, there were some, I guess, travelers, people who weren't
Yep.
from Giza.
Yep.
Um, but among them were a husband and wife, and I believe uh, an elderly woman.
Yes.
Okay. And among our interactions with people, we realized that the town of Giza doesn't have any sort of investment in security, or I guess Egypt as a whole has ignored them,
Yep.
and the only reason we're here is because the the military cares about it, and I guess there's some backlash about it.
Yep.
Um, so the one town soldier slash guard,
Guard.
um,
Not even a soldier, just a guard.
right, yeah, whatever you want to call it,
Yeah.
the spearman gave us some tidbit about it.
Mhm.
And I guess we told him to stay out of the way because this is our job. And of
Mhm.
course, in us, basically making him feel terrible, he decides that he's going to take it upon his own hands to figure out this mystery. And while we're investigating the last of the tremors during nightfall,
Mhm.
we find blood and an uncanny resemblance of his spear.
Yep.
Um, and of course, no one feels bad about it.
Nope.
Um, I
Certainly
mean,
not the person who made him feel bad in the first place. They certainly don't feel bad
Nope.
about it. Yeah.
I
Very
I
good.
really
I
don't. Not
Yep.
not even out
literally
of character.
literally I was like I remember like you will make me like what's the word for it? Damn it. You made me think of Virgil. No, not Virgil, Nero from Devil May Cry 5, calling him dead weight.
I, for the record, I did not. He came to us and was like, "Hey, why haven't you solved this case in the 5 minutes that you've been here already?" To which I took offense because, like, we've been here for 5 minutes and you haven't been able to solve this in 1 week. What are you expecting of us? So he started it.
and apparently the Sphinx finished it. So
Yeah.
now we have to figure out if the guy is alive and what
Probably
it
not.
was
Well, I mean, to be
that
fair,
took him.
the amount with the amount of blood splatter on the ground, it's quite difficult for the guy to still be alive. But yes, I suppose there is a possibility. However slim.
One one can only hope.
Yep. Oh gosh. Oh my
There was
gosh.
also something with dead fish.
That's right. The I guess the bay, the estuary that the river leads to,
Hmm.
has been dealing with some
Dead fish. Yep.
dead sea. Yeah, and apparently the fishermen don't care. They're just going to keep on trying.
Well, they are like heading like the dead fish was you guys investigated that there was and Maya found out that there was some sort of magic effect definitely, but it's not a like a spell. It's something
It
else.
wasn't. It wasn't poison. At least
Yeah, it
what
definitely,
we
and
could.
it also wasn't any poison that would react with silver. Yes, so the fishermen are like leaving the recent like close by area of the estuary and just heading out into the main branch of the Nile to get fish. But yeah, otherwise like they are getting fish, but it's just like um from not around here, just a little a few like 100 meters farther out into the like the the river, a kilometer or so out into the river. But yeah, that was that. Uh, there was also a malfunction in the magic when Maya accidentally spread the smell of rotting fish to where you were, and you guys quickly evacuated the side of the lake. Story. All right. So okay, let's begin. So yeah, that's what happened. You guys have just like you're next to the Sphinx. You're like around here-ish, which is where the blood splatter is, which is where the spear is. The blood splatter kind of trails towards the Sphinx, but dissipates in the sand around here. So like it trails that way from here, like what's the space, right? Nope. Shift. I don't know how to. I don't know how to do the pointer thing. I don't know how to do the pointer thing. Is this it? Yeah. Like it
I
heads
think
that.
it's
Yeah. Can you see the arrow?
yeah.
It's like yeah, it heads that way, but like ends here-ish. Ignore the actual size because that's not correct. All right. Cool. Yeah. It's evening now. It has passed dusk. Uh, There are no like lit torches nearby or anything like that. Normally there would be. There are like positions for like like there are torches around like situated around here like along the perimeter of the Great Sphinx, but like nobody's coming to light them. Apparently they're like probably too scared or something. I can't imagine why. I mean, it's only like 5 or 6 people that have died. It's like not a big deal. I'm making too much of a big deal about it. But anyway, yeah,
people die every day.
yeah, yeah. Just not here. Okay. So yeah. What do you guys do at this? Like, I don't remember if we did like any roles. Like there is a role here, but I think that was the result of finding that this blood thing. It's all right.
Yeah, I think what happened was Remesu was using his supernatural senses to find
Hmm.
traces of these people,
Hmm.
and it led me
This one.
to the blood and the spear.
Nice.
So I guess headcanon, Remesu's still like in werejackal mode,
Uh-huh.
using his nose
Sure.
to find out what's going on.
Totally. So yeah, you can definitely tell by the smell that this is definitely Bonita's blood. This definitely smells like him. It, yeah.
And it's relatively recent, right?
Yep. It's still relatively recent. It's still like it's slowly getting absorbed into the sand, but yeah, it's still not fully absorbed. So yeah, it's quite recent. So
Is it a trail, or is it just all pulled in this one
yeah,
area?
it's like there's just a big splatter on that like first location. Then it's like it's pulled towards the Sphinx, but then it disappears into the sand.
Gotcha. Um,
So not like a drip tail. It's like a skid mark. That's a terrible, terrible way to go. God damn it.
Well, I guess I just pointed out to the others to see what they might do.
Okay. Others, what are you doing?
Yeah. Oh god. What exactly are you pointing out again?
That the young man who we scolded for scolding us has been attacked, and his body has been taken into the sand in front of the Sphinx.
Into the sand below the floor sand kind of deal?
Well, I mean, it just looks like his body and the blood that his body contains goes into the sand and is gone.
Okay, in character. Wait, you said in the sand? Not. I thought he was picked up or something. You're telling me that he got sucked on the floor?
I'm just explaining what I see, and visually, there's no more traces of him. I can't smell him. There's no more blood,
Oh,
Well,
and it stops here.
does anyone have any shovels?
yes. Apparently, the floor is practically dangerous, and there's sand everywhere. Where exactly are we besides the Sphinx, right?
Yeah, you're like around here-ish.
Mhm.
I guess hold on a second. Let me actually draw yeah. Let me actually draw the blood splatter thing. Yeah, around that, like that. I'm sorry, I needed to vocalize my yes.
If if you're drawing, I don't see it.
Me too.
Yeah.
Wait. Which layer is this? Oh, I'm sorry. I accidentally drew it in the GM layer. I'm so sorry. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
I didn't realize I was on the GM layer. Why am I on the GM layer? I should be on the object layer.
It happens sometimes.
And this is assuming by size the Sphinx is really big.
Yes, you can see
Yeah.
like okay, this like the rock slab that you can see in front of the Sphinx. That's like the size
Oh,
of a that's like the size of a human.
okay, that's
Yeah.
okay. That's a big gate.
Yeah, the Sphinx is quite big. This statue of the pharaoh, that's like 3 times the size of a man or something. It's pretty big.
That sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
But the blood trace ends before
Yeah, it
the
ends
Sphinx.
before. Correct. Like
Well,
like this side, this is where it starts and it's like dragged towards the Sphinx, but it ends like halfway or like a
Okay.
little way.
well, now it makes sense. We're dealing with seismic activity, and someone just practically got buried on the floor.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was probably just a normal earthquake.
Anomalous earthquake.
I
I
I
don't.
just
I
look
don't
at you
think so.
guys.
Earthquakes are incredibly rare in
Yeah.
Egypt.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
like it's not even near an
Like
active line.
you're in like a river plateau. It's like one of the least earthquake prone area on the planet.
Yeah. I
Hmm.
don't really know what to do, considering he got sucked out towards under the floor.
Mhm.
Any ideas?
Well, I suppose like if he went under here and the ground we're walking on is very solid right now. Who was it? Damn it, I forgot the name of my own character. Fromi, yes, Fromi. Fromi just walks
Yeah,
around.
sorry.
Fromi just walks around in the sand.
Okay.
Just that's his kidney, his allegations.
Okay, so what are you doing? Like, are you walking out in a specific to do something, or are you just like?
Yeah, like just the area that he allegedly felt.
Oh,
Just to show that it's not quicksand.
yeah, yeah. Like you're like stepping on the sand, like you're making like you're taking careful steps to ensure like there's no quicksand or something like that, right?
No, I'm more or less deliberately only stepping into the sand just to show that there isn't any.
Yeah, no, it's no quicksand. It's like not normal sand. You've all walked on normal sand. It's like normal sand.
So either he's buried deep beneath the sand and just like he's dead there, just suffocated to death, or there's a hidden compartment underground.
The nearest infrastructure is the,
Sphinx.
and I point to the big face of
Yep.
the lion head and say, that's the only thing that would have a basement.
Well, let's go search for it then.
Nice. All right. Okay, so
Should we spread out and search for clues?
are we splitting the party? Are we splitting the party?
Why are we splitting the party? We're going the same way.
Spread out and search for clues, gang.
Well, there's no other routes that the blood would point you to. That's where the trail stops.
And
It's
we
like
can only assume that the entrance is somewhere nearby.
Mm-hmm.
all right. So like, what are you doing? Like searching for like this underground entrance to the underground thingy, or like that you
Yep.
suspect is there. All right, cool. Who wants to roll for investigate or like I don't know something?
I mean, aren't we
What's the role for
all
investigate?
looking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess like whoever has the highest can roll, with and someone else can do help out. I guess.
I have a 0.
Well, I'm probably guessing I have the highest sharp here.
I don't remember, but probably that sounds
I mean,
about right.
I have a +3 to sharp.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
that sounds about right.
yeah, that sounds about right.
Yep.
Yep, go for it.
E boy.
Roll.
I will provide
Roll,
the
you
help
beautiful asteroid.
action.
No.
Oh my god. Who wants to help out, if anyone? Like you
Who
can.
has the next? Who has? I have 1 sharp.
Oh no,
So do I.
yeah, help out is
Help.
Okay.
cool. Help out is cool.
Oh, I have
Okay.
0 cool.
Cool. I have 1 cool.
Awesome.
I nominate for me.
Go for it for me. Do it. Do your crazy Skynet powers. Activate.
Okay. 1 cool. Go.
Skynet
Got it.
powers didn't activate. Holy shit. Okay, both of you get 1 XP each. Congratulations. Maya, you're 1 away from leveling up.
Yay.
Oh, just got quick question. Do we have any harm? No, right?
No, no. You have not
Okay.
taken any damage because you did not face anything that could hurt you yet. Yet.
Except our own stupidity.
Got mark them. I've got
Okay. Let's
mark.
begin. Let's begin one by one as to how badly this thing's going to go. Okay, so let's look at options. So, failing on investigate a mystery, you reveal some information to adversaries or whomever you are talking. Okay, so it's not talking, but it's just searching. So you reveal some information to the adversary. All right. For help out, we have expose yourself to trouble or danger without helping. Well, okay. Um, as you like kind of like search around, the ground starts shaking again, and the tremor that you've been hearing from a distance for all this time, like it starts to pick up. The ground is like shaking, and you've never quite experienced an earthquake like so up close. Like the ground under you is very like I mean it's shaking. I guess. Hold on a second. Let me actually see if that is a thing. Uh, that is indeed a thing. Okay. Are you trying to stay upright in this incredibly suddenly very high tremors, or are you like you can fall to the floor, like it's not going to hurt or anything, you're just going to sit down on the ground, like losing your balance, and you can get back up. That's all.
For me, just gonna take a knee.
All right, that's fine. What about the others?
I'm gonna try and stay upright.
Okay. Who else?
I'm using my what was it? My spear as a holding mechanism, like
Oh,
a
that's
staff.
good. Oh, that's very good. And Ramesu?
I think I'm not gonna stay on the sand.
Mhm.
I'm going to get myself on top of the resting arms of the Sphinx.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's okay.
Stable points, yeah.
Yeah, that's
The flat ground.
those are definitely flatter grounds. All right. Okay. So, okay, let's go over one by one. You are taking a knee for me, so that's fine. You go down to the ground and you stabilize yourself. That's fine. Gamila, you are using your spear to balance yourself. Okay. I don't think there is a necessity for a roll yet. Okay. We have I think because you kind of jump towards the big paw, Ramesu, you kind of miss the brunt of the vibration because you're midair. So I think as you land on the paw, it has subsided enough that you'll be fine, narratively speaking.
Okay.
Uh, Maya, you're
Yeah.
trying to maintain stand on your you're trying to stay upright, right?
Yes.
Nice. Roll act under pressure.
Fuck me up. Act under pressure is
Cool.
plus. Cool. Thank you.
Yes.
I roll that so rarely.
You can do it. I believe in you. Take the Skynetness.
I
can help.
level up.
I can help. Do you want? Do you want?
This is okay. I don't think you can help to keep her upright if you yourself are not going
Eh?
upright. Okay, if you're not upright and they are trying to stay upright, I don't think you can help them stay upright if you're not upright.
I took a knee. I thought it was automatically balanced.
Well, it's not you are struggling, but you don't have to roll for it. You can maintain your balance, but yeah.
No, I meant I use my telekinesis powers to
Oh, okay,
make her
yeah.
stay upright.
All right, okay. Help out with weird. Yeah, okay. Yes, definitely roll telekinesis for helping out. Yeah, totally.
Juliet, go.
There we go.
Nice.
You don't get XP. Your XP is ignored. You don't get
I
it.
do not level up.
No, you don't level up.
I did ask if you wanted. I did ask if you wanted to fail.
No, it's fine. I'd rather level up later than die right now.
Oh, by the way, since Farmi succeeded in okay.
Oh yeah, I have.
This is up to
+1.
you. Because you are rolling telekinesis, but you are also rolling cool. I think yeah, you should get mystic. Yeah, I think you should. So I will mark mystic for you. Very nice. The tremor strike again. Vanilla user. For me takes me. Loses balance. What for me? Oh, okay. So Maya, you try to maintain balance, but you are going to fall when an invisible force kind of stabilizes you and puts you back on your feet. And you realize, you see Farmi kind of looking at you, straining. I don't know what Farmi does, if he does any pose while doing the telekinesis or something, but whatever he does, he's doing it. You can tell it's Farmi, I guess. But Farmi, what do you do when you use your telekinesis?
But I just hold out a hand.
Ah, nice, very nice. Okay, and Ramesu jumps on the Sphinx's leg to find stable ground. And as it's happening, there are sounds of, as the tremors kind of subside a little bit, it's still there, but you can all like slowly get back up on your feet. But there is sounds of rock rumbling. As you look around, no rocks are rumbling. It's happening underground, and wherever the a little distance from you, you're all like spread around here-ish, like here, and here. I guess if you want, you can drop your tokens on there, and we can figure that out, I guess. And we see a big boy, a decently sized big boy appear from like beneath the sands. So as you like drop your token, we can figure out where you go. All right, awesome. So yeah, just put yourself around the blood marks, I guess. There you go. Right, cool. Janine, sorry, Gamila,
What?
token. Like it might help like to get understanding of the positioning.
I'm having a hard time pulling
Oh,
it.
just drag and drop your name on the yeah, there we go. Awesome.
Okay.
Good,
Right. Maybe here.
good drawing there, Oscar. I approve. I approve.
It's not me. It's not me.
Wait, really? Flux, why? It has to be Flux. It has to be Flux.
It's totally Flux.
It's completely Flux. It's definitely Flux. Okay, Flux. The Sphinx is not shooting lasers out of its eyes, despite how absurdly cool that would be. You see, this boy emerge from the ground, and I will change the I will clarify the thing with a better picture. This picture currently exists, so you have an idea of how big this thing is.
Oh, what the fuck?
There is no elephant. There is no shadow of a man. That is just a scale image. I will once you have an idea of how big this thing is, like your head is around its chin stalactite, I guess. Then I'm going to actually replace this with a better picture.
Are we still having a boss battle right now? I was not expecting a boss battle.
What? Why aren't we carrying a whole army for this?
Wait,
Because we
We
were
bought
just
weapons for this.
investigating.
wait, how
We
do you
bought weapons
select
for
this
this,
thing?
right?
How do you select? Okay, that's how you select that thing. Is there any way to crop this? I do not know. I don't think so. Okay.
In the original image, I guess.
Yeah, no, I do have another image of it. I was just hoping I can just crop this and wouldn't have to upload it. But all right, I guess I'll
Yeah.
upload. I guess I'll upload a new
Apparently
one.
not.
I guess I will upload a new one. Okay. Is this a big one? This is indeed the big one. All right. Drop and
I
drop
want
it.
to tame it.
Okay. You can try. I mean, I'm not going to say you can't because that would be like uh it's is are you turning the Sphinx into Kali? I'm not saying I object. Oh boy. Okay.
That is
No, it's fine.
okay. That's
It's fine. It's fine.
Wait.
I just need to change the size. That's all. I just need to change the size. One second. Yeah, I just need to change
That
the
is
size.
huge.
1 second. Let me see.
That is huge.
Yeah, that seems like the same size. All right, now we can delete this. There we go. Okay. Okay, so now that you have an idea of the size, this is the boy you face. A pretty big boy. Kind of
Yeah.
comes out of the ground, and this is pretty big. Comes out of the ground.
Well,
Now
the
I know what it means. We're fighting a
good news.
damn. What's that creature from D&D? The dreaded thing,
I don't know.
Taros.
the
Dreadnought.
unkillable thing.
I was going to
It's
say kaiju, but yeah, it's a mini kaiju.
If it comes out of the ground and just passes through the rocks like nothing, I think it's that monster. I can't for the life of me remember it.
I
What's
think
it
it's
called?
the Tarask, but I could be
Yep,
wrong.
it's a Tarask.
I don't know what that is, but all right. So yeah, this thing kind of like comes out, And oh look, Maya is right near its feet. It raises its feet, and Maya, you get a good glimpse of all those like really large tentacles with sharp barbs underneath its feet as it brings the foot down on you. What do you do, Maya? Or anyone? Anyone can intervene on this.
I mean, how big is the paw? Could I possibly jump out of the way?
Sure, yeah, totally. If you want to jump, like you can do anything to get out of the way. Totally. Roll to act under pressure. To jump out of the
Oh
way.
yeah.
Or if you want to use magic to jump out of the way, that would be an use magic roll.
No,
Can she use magic?
I think she's so surprised. She is just fight or flight at the moment. She
Nice.
just tries to get out of the way. And I level up and die.
Fucking
I
hell.
can't help that one. I can't help that.
What is
No one can help that one.
What's
no one can
happening
help
today?
that. There is no way you can raise a 4 to a 7. You just can't because health doesn't stack.
Okay, but what are we
Jeez.
doing today? What's up with those rolls?
I mean, you know, it's just rolls. Just rolls.
Except for me, I rolled a 13. Cause
Yeah,
fuck you all.
and you also
you
rolled a 4.
You did roll a 4 though, by the way. Just letting you know. Okay, so we're going to go
Well, it's
ask.
just a more pop.
We will ask Maya what is their like next improvement, or see if that is a necessary answer at all. All right. Okay. Let's see this thing's damage. All right. Open up sheet. Uh oh. Oh God. Okay. Okay. So Maya, you are like you do manage to like what's the thing for act under pressure? I need to actually see. Act under pressure.
It's
Failing
cool.
is things go to hell. All right. Okay. Yeah. You manage to barely miss its foot coming down on you, but it slams on the ground, and the like sheer impact of the shockwave just sends you like literally ragdolling into like the wall here. Just slam into the
Ow.
wall. Take 3 harm.
Ow. Ow.
If you want to take some time, obviously you need to take some time to get back on your feet. You can take this moment to think about your level up option. All right, back to everyone else.
Okay, quickly
Guys,
take
yes,
the
yes,
take
sorry.
the who was it? The chosen's moves. You need it.
It has to make like story wise sense, but yeah, if you can explain it totally. All right. Yeah.
Hand wavy magic. It always works out.
Who wants to go next?
Who would want to go
I
next?
don't know.
I want
guess
to-
I'll. Oh, you want to?
Okay, so yes.
No, I was just gonna say, I want to know what it's gonna take to get up here.
Oh, I guess an act under an act under pressure, or like you can use your. Wait a second, don't you have a thing that helps you with like sheer feats of things? No.
No, I didn't grab anything like that.
Okay,
No.
okay. Yeah, then probably an act under pressure. Yeah, normal humans, no way. You're in your beast form. Yeah, just act under pressure to get up there. Yeah, it is not
Okay.
as like as you can see, it is not as big as like not as tall as the Sphinx's back. It is certainly shorter. That doesn't mean it's not horrifying because it's bigger than an elephant. Oh, act under pressure. Yeah, totally. Oh my gosh, you do it. You freaking do it. Keeper is going to give you a worse outcome, hard choice, or prize to pay. All right. Worse outcome? You reach almost the top, but not quite, and you kind of like barely hang on to the top, like kind of hanging. Like you kind of end up in a hanging spot, like here, just hanging on. You
Okay.
can climb up, but it's going to take some time.
All right, then for me, you got it.
Yeah, go for
Ah.
it.
This was a very fitting farewell battle to all.
Here's the fun
Okay,
fact.
so priorities.
Here's the
Is
fun
Maya
fact.
is
This is
Maya
not
in
the
any
final
danger right now?
battle.
Is Maya in any danger right now? Like, is
The
another foot gonna come?
Maya is the farthest away from the thing right now.
Oh, okay.
You are the closest.
Nice. I can tank.
Yeah, totally. You're welcome, man.
I have my spear on me, right? I have a spear, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, you
Yes,
have
I
a
do have a
spear.
spear.
You can have all your weapons on you if you want. Like, well, what, like, you have your quickly marking. You have a Gastrophetus and a spear. Like, whichever you want to use, you can use it. I keep saying spear.
Oh my god. Okay, so
You can't retire in the middle of combat. Sorry, it has to make sense. It has to make sense. 1 second, like, as you kind of all like see the impact on the ground, you all realize how Benetti died. This thing landed on it, and you can all tell what's going to happen if that foot comes down.
oh, it was a mess of gore. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
You said it was just a patch of blood.
Yeah, it was like there wasn't gore. No, there wasn't any gore. It was just a blood splatter. But you
He
can
got
tell that.
stomped into the ground.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. His body is technically missing, yes, but the blood splatter is from literally getting crushed by this leg.
I mean, even if he was crushed, there will be bone shards everywhere. I thought,
Yeah,
like,
there isn't.
because there was only blood, it was like something else happened.
Yeah, there isn't. You can try to find, like, if you want to, you can investigate a mystery to find out.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Plan of actions right now.
Okay,
What do I want to do? What do I want to do?
There is a reason why there isn't like body parts. There is a reason. I should. It's not a good
Okay,
reason, but
so
it's
Fermi's just gonna slide under the slide under the Okay, so here's like here's the legs, like both of the legs, right? And here's like the head area. Fermi's just gonna slide over here, and he's gonna poke his spear upward.
You're going to run to here.
Yeah, he's going to run over here, and then he's going to poke his spear upwards near
You're going
the neck
under.
area.
Oh, you're going underneath the creature to poke your spear up into its chin, right?
Yeah, into the neck.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Try to like bust a carrot artery or something.
Yeah, totally. All right. Yeah. That definitely sounds like what's the word? Kick some ass. Kick some gigantic sized, not a donkey ass.
I was planning to use the big whammy though. Can that happen? Can I do that?
Hold on a second. Let me look at that. Use your powers to kick some ass. How are you using your powers to hurt it?
It's like I'm enhancing like the movements of the spear so that it has more force to it.
Okay. It's like, big whammy has a fixed like damage. It is 2 harm, close, obvious, ignore armor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Totally. It's not like it doesn't matter what your spear actually does, because your spear actually does a different thing. It is also 2 harm, but it's hand, close, and messy. So yeah. All right. Totally. You're using your telekinesis to the blood.
All right. What was it? It is weird, yeah. 3 weird. Go.
Climb. Nice.
Nice.
The Sphinx, but scrambles to reach the top. Farmy uses.
Camilla, you're gonna need to be the combat support this round.
Hit is speared into the chin. Okay, nice. Are you
neck.
physically
Not the chin,
going?
the neck.
Are you physically Oh, you're shooting at the neck, like here-ish?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, trying to bust a character artery.
Very nice, very nice. Okay, that's roll 8. On a success, you and whatever you're fighting inflict harm on each other. Okay. Good. It excellent. Okay, so the spear flies through the cracks in its very like rock appearing shell. Again, this is quite dark. Remember that there's no light source nearby. So you're just basically like going on like the faint moonlight that's coming out of the horizon and like faint starlight. So you can actually turn on a lot torch if you want. It's not like in the middle of the day. It's actually like evening. So yeah, in the darkness, you do see there are like cracks in its like very rocky looking skin, and your spear kind of shoots into one of those gaps in its neck and digs deep. The creature screeches. Okay, the creature roars. It does not sound like any animal. It sounds like the rumbling of rocks. All right. That is a 2 harm ignore armor, which is good. All right. The creature um like flicks its paw like at you, and you also go flying into like let's see. You go flying into the Sphinx. Take 3 harm. Things
How much
attack
harm?
3. This thing's flat attack is 3
I'll
harm.
take 1 harm because I have armor.
You have what armor? Oh, you
1
have 2
armor.
telekinetic armor, right?
Ah, yes.
Wow. Okay.
Told you I wanted to tank.
Awesome. That is amazing. That is wonderful. That is brilliant. It's not going to help you if you are about to get crushed by that leg. By the way, you realize that your telekinetic armor wouldn't hold up if that thing tries to put its body weight over you like it did with Maya. So yeah, just letting you know that. Gamila, you're up next. Let's go.
Yes, comedically speaking, Gamila, the first sight of this, would
Oh,
probably
actually,
drop
hold on.
down like a goat and then realize Farmy has started fighting it. So she's gonna immediately push down the panic button
Mm-hmm.
and try to run up the Sphinx, basically climbing it to the side.
Okay, let's see the panic button. Okay. You need to escape. Like,
Yes.
are you
No.
like escaping by climbing up on the Sphinx?
Escape would probably mean that I feel safer above the Sphinx.
I think escape technically means like you are escaping the
Get out
pain.
of.
Yeah. So if you like head back towards the ground, like head back towards the village, yeah, you can totally like do that. Like if you want to stay in this area, I'm afraid you can't use panic button. That's for like escaping.
Okay, I will just use no limits to climb up that without hassle.
Yes, please, yes. Heck yes.
What would I roll for it again?
Weird. Yes.
Oh god,
No
I have 0 weird. Why do I have 0 weird? Damn it. Okay, that's 3.
Oh my god. Okay. Let's I mean, okay, the roll 20 says you all are going to die today. I don't make the rules. Something goes horribly wrong. Where do you want to climb again, Camilla?
Oh, right up the side, cause I'm here. So
okay, yeah. So you want to head to
so
like the Sphinx?
supposedly I would be running this way up this way, cause I would.
Okay. Totally fine. You go to run. You trip on Benita's spear.
You stupid fuck.
You're on your side on the ground. I love that you can rotate the child. This is the first time I've done it, and it's stupid, and I love it. To run, but fail
Oh
moves
god.
and trips, but trips on
It's
Boniti's spear. Oh my gosh.
it's really bad when you face plant on sand.
And face plants on sand. Oh yeah, it hurts, but it's something you've done before, so it doesn't like do any actual damage. Face plants on
Yeah.
sand. All right. Okay. Let me actually mark. You are getting close to leveling up. Yeah, you get 3 XP. Nice. Okay. Okay. Before we do the um monster's turn, Maya, have you like taken the experience thingy option?
I'm not sure what I'm gonna take yet. So
Okay, sure. You can hold on to it, no problem. Like Ramesu held on to it like 2 sessions or something. I think I don't know. All right. Okay. Let me actually see this thing's ability. Okay. Okay. Uh, yeah. I think it's going to face like it's going to try to like look around and sees the thing that he sees the person who actually succeeded in attacking it and goes towards you and like heads towards it. It's not like fast. It is about as fast as an elephant, which you know, considering its size, it's pretty fast. So yeah, it is able to quickly, like rather like fast, reach. I get close to Farmy. It's targeting Farmy right now.
Hang on, bitch.
Gets close. Okay. It does another roar. Whoever wants to go first can do it. I think Ramesu would be in a prime position to attack if Ramesu wants.
This is a very stupid move.
it was
Yeah, I
the
was
best
planning for that
move.
too. Don't worry. Do it. I was aiming for that too.
I'm going to jump on its back.
Yes. I knew that was gonna happen.
Yes. Ride the.
Oh my
ride
god,
the
you're mounting
creature.
it. Nice, you're mounting.
Ride the kaiju. This is literally reminding me of that one thing from SCP where Dr. Bright or someone was riding F682.
Are you
Flux,
serious?
That
flux,
Your
man
first
is.
flux.
impression is not Monster Hunter World?
No, I don't know Monster Hunter
We're
World.
fighting.
I'm sorry. Like
We're
this,
fighting. Who was it? We're fighting. That monster. I'm bad with names today.
Bleh.
approaches Farmy to attack, but Ramesu jumps on its back. Holy shit. Okay, Ramesu, what are you doing? Instantly, like as you land.
I think, like in midair, I pull out the sword of Anubis, and I'm going to like lodge it in the nape, at the back of his neck, just to give me an anchor point.
And digs deep on the creature's neck for an anchor point. Yes, go on.
I'm just meaning to be able to stay on. So if that is an attack or some other thing,
Yeah, I'm like thinking about it. So are you like trying to hurt it? Let's figure that out.
the idea is to get the sword deep enough that I have something to hold on to.
Nice. All right. I think I think that would count as an attack because you are like digging the sword like deep into this creature.
Yeah,
Totally. Go for it.
that makes sense. Okay.
Nice. Roll the ass kicking. Roll those. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. That's some good. That's some good
Do
ass
you have
kicking.
Do you have an advanced move on in tough?
I don't.
Darn.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Choose your extra effect. There will be like exchange of arms, but choose your extra effect.
I think because I am in a position where it's hard for the creature to hurt me, I'll just say that makes me suffer one less harm.
Very nice. Very cool. You don't have any armor, right?
No.
No.
Even though I'm aware of Jackal, no. So.
All right. Quickly, let me see the thing. The
There's
stuff. Yeah.
There's nothing in the character sheet that grants armor. There's just something that makes me heal over time.
Yep.
That's about it.
Yep. Totally useful, am I right?
Right.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. This is what happens. Okay. So you do dig the sword deep into it. Your sword does 3 harm and heavy damage.
Yeah.
Here's the fun part. You do dig into it. The creature doesn't react as if in pain. You just saw the creature react when the spear dug into it and it roared in pain. This time it does not roar in pain. You do dig into it and you do have the stability, but it does not roar in pain. Okay, that's one information that happens. The other information that happens, does not roar in pain, unlike the spear attack. The thing like swings its huge tail towards you on the back, but as you since you choose 1 less harm, you only take 3 harm. The tail does 4 harm. The tail does 4 harm.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so the information that you have gained is that this thing has 3 armor.
3.
Yeah.
3 armor.
Yeah. There is a reason why this thing is so tanky.
I only have a spear. That would do 2. There's no way I would be able to hurt
The only reason Farmi managed to hurt it because telekinesis is ignore armor. That is the only reason.
Oh my god, and I'm here trying to find something to hurt this shit.
Okay, but if that's the case, we might as well just use Monster Hunter tactics on this guy. Remember, so keep wall banging this guy.
Okay,
Keep mounting and wall banging.
one second. Okay, so the Asag, okay, I just revealed the name. It's fine. The creature swings its tail at you. You kind of dodge it, but it does slam into you. But you hold your ground using hold your position with the sword very very cool okay. We're going to go. Who's going next? Any 3 of you, Maya, Gamila, or Farmi, can go next. All of you have taken some damage. Well, 2 of you have taken actual damage, and 1 of you got a face full of sand.
Yeah, at this point, seeing that someone is on the back of it and not really doing that much damage.
Okay, I should remind you, Gamila, that this is very dark. You're only seeing it in the starlight and the moonlight, so some light source might help, is all I'm saying.
Okay, she's gonna. Well, I'm pretty sure we have torches in our backpacks.
You have torches. You just have you just hadn't lit them yet. But yeah.
So she's gonna plant a torch on the floor.
Nice. Okay, cool. That's not an action. It's just you're just since you're on the ground, you quickly get that out because it's so dark. You can quickly get out a torch, plant it on the ground because it's sand. You can plant it on the ground and light it up. That's fine. That's narrative.
Yeah.
Cool. You can still go. You can still go. Do stuff.
Yeah. So and then she's gonna pull out her crossbow. Since she needs to fight. I don't think I think at this point Gamila gave up on climbing that damn stupid Sphinx, and just provide
You bring out your bow. Yeah, you bring out your bow.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then set it on fire just enough so
nice.
I'm gonna start shooting it up in the air so I could provide light to whoever's in the top of it.
Okay, fine. Cool.
Can it stick though? That's the problem. Can it stick?
Are you shooting it at the creature?
Yes.
Nice. Don't worry, there's no role involved because the outcome is predetermined.
Yeah.
The light
Well,
the arrow lit on fire streaks through the air, hits the creature, and bounces back effortlessly on the ground, harmlessly on the ground.
fuck.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, okay
I'm
then.
gonna scream out at Farmy. Give me that damn big ass crossbow.
Oh.
Can Fermi comply right now?
Yeah, sure. You're slowly getting back up.
Yeah, okay. He passes. This doesn't take an action, right?
You can just throw it at her, like no problem. Like you guys are close enough, and this thing is bothered with like a thing on
Yeah,
its
okay.
back, thing bothering it. It's kind of distracting.
Yeah.
You did get the distraction.
Okay,
Yeah.
Fermi yeets it at Gamila. Hopefully, Gamila just doesn't get hit in the head.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna do that. Like, it is heavy, Gamila, but you caught like you pulled on heavier goats, so you can definitely like catch it. It is not heavier than fish, your dog. So
I guess I'm gonna exchange it for my spear and tell him aim for the eyes. I'll try to provide light, and
nice.
then again we'll just set the big ass arrow on fire and shoot it on the side. So hopefully in the face, so he would have
Nice.
vision to
Here's
shot that spear to the eyes.
here's the thing. One second. Somebody posted something on. Okay. All right. Okay. One second. Gastrophetus. Okay. So here's the thing. The gastrophetus. Was it already loaded? For me.
Hmm?
Was the
Yeah?
gastrophetus already loaded, or was it like? Does she need to load it?
It's always like loaded, but
Okay.
it's on a safety right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. Absolutely. It is very heavy, so it is cumbersome to like direct because there's like a slow tag on the weapon, so it will take some time. So I think someone else can go before you. So all right, she lights the big arrow and tries to aim that huge speeder. Maya,
Yeah.
yeah, you land on your feet, probably cough up a little bit of blood. I don't know. It's like however you want to describe it.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
There's some
Like thanks to
coughing
the
up of blood.
torch, you can see what's actually going on, and you can see there's Ramesu on this giant creature's back. Gamila aiming Farmi's giant ballista at it, and Farmi is about to chuck a spear, I imagine. So Maya, what the hell do you do? This thing
That is
is
a good question.
way big and way strong than anything you like ever see. Like, this is stronger than a war elephant, and that's scary.
Okay. I was thinking of doing something I've done a couple times before and try to trap it in the ground.
Yes.
But I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, did it come out of the sand or
Yes.
so? If it would even hold the thing.
We'll see. We will see.
I mean, I'm just gonna try to like make it sink into the sand and trap it using magic.
Nice.
It came from the sand. How can you trap it?
Dude, let Maya have her thing. I'm excited.
It's magic.
Yes.
It's magic. Yeah, don't question magic.
I mean, it's not just regular sand.
It is magic
this-
sand.
It's gonna be trapped by magic.
It's
I'm
pocket
just
sand.
hoping. I'm just hoping it's gonna help.
Okay. All right.
Even if it takes it a move to get free of the sand where it can't stomp on any of you, it will have help.
Awesome.
So.
Keep in mind you do have woman with the plan. If at any time you want to use it, you can.
Yeah.
Okay. So all right. So yeah, roll use magic to use magic. that's a word.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Wow. Cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, it works.
Dinner
I
time.
I'll
Can I?
trap it. Hopefully.
All right. Hold on a second. Let me see that. All right. So you want to trap it. Uh, Magics work without issue. Choose your effect. Yeah. So you want to trap the thing. Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Oh. Okay. Sure. All right. Yeah. All right.
And I'm hoping it won't be able to just immediately break free.
Okay. Hey. Flux. Are you already gone or are you still here? Well, he's already gone. Gosh, dang it, Flux. This was supposed to be your turn. Okay, we can skip that. It's fine. All right. Yeah. This thing. Um. As it's like trying to shake its head, like trying to keep swinging its tail to knock Ramesu off. The tail never quite gets close enough, and as it's distracted, its feet starts like sinking into the sand. Right. Maya uses magic to trap the sand. Cool. All right. Its feet starts digging into the sand, and it realizes this, and it's trying to like move its feet up, but it is stuck for the moment as a result of magic. Yes.
Yay.
Yes. Cool. Uh, I guess Flux was going to go, but since he's not here, we're going to move on to the creatures action, I guess, or whatever this is.
Me.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
My turn.
Oh.
I would. Yeah, you forgot about me. I would like to shoot it.
Okay. Hold on a second. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Let's shoot it. I think you'd have enough time
What?
to do it. Yeah.
What should I roll with that?
Ooh. Act under pressure. This thing can't attack
That
you back
is.
right now, so act under pressure.
That's
Cool.
cool, right?
Yep.
Fun. Well, I have 0 on that too. God damn it. 5.
Okay. I'm just reminding you that the direction you're shooting has one of your teammates. Just
No, I'm aiming on the head, not on the back. I'm just making it
I know,
to.
but you did miss.
Okay, fuck.
I just want to remind you that Ramesu, you see, like since the giant arrow is lit on fire, and you do see Gamila like taking a point at it and shooting it, but it is the Gastrophitus is so large, and she has never like even held it before. Like she isn't able to get a good aim, and the arrow, giant arrow, like doesn't actually head towards the neck, but kind of above, kind of towards you. What do you do before it hits you?
You're sack the head.
I'm gonna try to keep myself low to the creature's back,
Mm-hmm.
and hopefully I don't get hit by it.
Oh my god, act under pressure again. You guys do it. Oh my gosh. Hey,
All
you
over
did
the
it.
place.
Oh my gosh. Okay, no, that's a war side price to pay. Um, okay. I will give you a price to pay. There is an awesome price to pay. Okay, no, not price to pay. There's a hard choice. Okay, so you can avoid the arrow, but you're going to lose your grip on the sword. You'll still be on the back of the creature, but you'll be holding on to its like rocky scales. Yeah.
Right, with my claws instead.
Yeah, with your
Gotcha.
claws instead. Or you can hold on to the sword and take this on the chin.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay, yeah. I hoped you would be. It would be terrible if you get hit by this thing. This thing's too forceful. It would knock you off. Okay, it wouldn't knock you off because your choice involved not that. Okay, shoot the giant arrow, but he has trouble aiming, and it shoots towards Ramesu, who manages to dodge it. dodge it, but lose his grip on the sword, and instead hanging from the rocky scales. Okay, this creature is okay. Hold on a second. Ramesu, what do you do?
I was thinking of doing a combination of empathy and um manipulate the creature because I can communicate
Yeah,
with
yeah.
with
Nice.
with yeah with beasts.
So
So
like what do you want to do? Like persuade or empath? So two different things.
just gonna look at the
Okay. Empath. Yeah, yeah. You have access to it.
um
Definitely.
yeah, I guess I want to
Yeah. Sorry, go on.
I was gonna say I want to understand what it intentions are, and
Okay.
then if I speak to it afterwards, I'll speak
Okay.
to it
Nice.
afterwards.
Roll empath. See what happens. Very nice. Very cool.
I don't
Uh,
know what it wants.
Oh
my
my
flash
god.
says, it's not that you don't know what it wants, it's that your brain is overwhelmed with emotions, like raw, angry emotions, like anger, like unfiltered anger. It's just like overwhelms you, just overwhelms you so much. Um, I don't want to say you lose your grip on the creature, but you do lose your grip and you fall next to it. You don't take any damage. You don't take any damage, but you do fall off the creature's back. Like the intense emotional surge, like it is like since it's like a large creature, it has way more stronger emotions and like there's like raw anger. You do get an idea of what the creature is feeling, and it is angry, just so angry, like so big, so angry, very Hulk, very Hulk.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay, hold on a second. Let me write this down. Ramesu tries to impact with the but gets raw anger instead at such a level that he loses his grip fully and drops to the sand next to it. Okay, cool. Alright. Let me mark. Wait, what am I marking? Oh, you mark another XP. Do you level up again? No, you're one away. Oh my,
One away.
one away. Yeah, boy. All right. Okay. All right. Maya. You're up.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
creature is trapped. It's going to get free eventually. Uh, yeah. It's roaring. It's roaring, and instead of any bestial roar, it just sounds like rocks tumbling. It literally sounds like an avalanche. If you've ever like, your character has never heard of an avalanche, but like landslide.
Yeah. Could I try to find out if I know what that thing is?
What the thing is? Yeah, you can definitely roll to investigate a mystery. Totally. Absolutely. Do the thing you're good at.
Yes,
Wow,
I am
you're very good
good.
at it. You are stupendously good at it. By the way, do you want to level up in anything before you activate this roll or anything?
Nah,
Okay, cool, totally.
I'm not sure what I want to do.
Okay, you
So
can ask me two general questions or one specific questions. And how would you investigate?
I mean, it's trapped. There's light on it. I can probably finally get a decent look at it. Just think about if I've read anything about a creature like that in one of my books.
Wow, very nice. I think that's like a Haven thing you have. Look at it. Haven.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. That's technically goes up to a 14. It doesn't change anything, but sure.
yeah.
It goes up to a 14 thanks to your loan library. But yeah, totally. Yeah. Is that a general question or a specific question?
um, God. I think
Like both will give you an
yeah.
answer. Just the specific is just giving you more answer. That's it. Like more details.
I mean, I think I kind of want to know like what it is and how we can defeat it.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, wonderful. All right. Okay. So as you like, I've already dropped the name by accident, but yeah, the
Oh
creature
yeah,
you,
but the characters don't know.
yeah, the creature you recall because you have like recently, like when you got like the Edimu, Aristotle, who is still here with you by the way. Aristotle, you read up on ancient Sumerian creatures and to find out more about the Edimu, and you recall like a creature, like they didn't actually describe anything other than very hideous looking, but like there are like symptoms of it that you slowly like piece together. The Asag is the name. Asag is repeatedly said that it is very hideous looking, and when it appears, small animals and fishes around it dies.
Oh.
So that clue fits into your brain, and you realize this is an Asag. It's a creature that was reported in very sparse text. There's like no actual description of the creature ever, but like very sparsely described in ancient Sumerian texts. So this creature, yeah, this is the Asag. Um, Regarding how you can like defeat it. All right, let me actually find out the. Okay, since there was like very few information about the Asag, you can like try to figure out like how it like appeared here or how it came here. And I think like as you do, as you see like it's like kind of shaking its head, I think you notice something strange. You notice that as it's like shaking its head to get loose from the ground, its like giant like horn on its nose is hitting the Sphinx, and it's big enough that it should be causing structural damage to the Sphinx. It isn't. And as you like look closely, maybe like focus your eyes and like kind of try to see in like squint your eyes and see what's actually going on. Why isn't the Sphinx taking any damage? It looks like every time it slams its like horns into the Sphinx, like by accident, it's not intentionally doing that. It's reflected back, and this is something you have seen before, Maya. This is something you've done before. This reminds you of when a certain member of your group was reflected back from entering your haven.
Okay.
There's some sort of protective force field, magical barrier around the Sphinx that is keeping the Asag from hurting it for some reason. And there's something interesting, like why would there be that thing there? And like I'm not giving you the exact detail on how to defeat it, but this is like I'm showing you the avenue where you can search for more answers. Is all I'm saying. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, that's a lot of information to digest. So
Yeah, I'm not quite sure yet what to do with it.
very nice. I think like does investigate give you a +1? No, that's read a bad situation, right? Read a bad situation gives you a +1 when acting on the answers. Yes. Okay. Right. Not investigate. Right. Correct. Okay.
Well, you
So
know, I
these
just
things.
remembered that
Yeah. Sorry. Go
every
on.
time I roll for act under pressure, I should have rolled with sharp instead of cool.
I mean, it's fine. Okay. It's like just it's not like a direct replacement. Like you can do it, right?
Yeah, but I should have because my sharp is +1 and my my sharp is +3 and my cool is +1.
Well, to be fair, to be perfectly fair, when you rolled the cool was to get out from being crushed by a creature that larger than an elephant just appeared next to you. So I think we can forgive you
Yeah.
for like rolling a cool on that.
I mean, it's fine.
Yeah, sorry, I
Hmm.
like it's kind of like I can't remember all the playbook moves. Okay, just
No, I mean, it's not your job to remember that. I was mostly just saying, oh, I forgot it myself. Okay.
it's fine. It's all right. It's fine. Flux, are you back? Nope, he's not back. He dead. He dead, boys. He dead. All right. Okay. All right.
Can I just relay the info I got, like, shouted at Camilla, Ramesu, and Flux so that we can all brainstorm?
So, yes, brainstorm while the giant creature is next to you. Okay, yes, do it. All right, and she also notices that there is a magical barrier around the Sphinx that spell it correctly prevents that is preventing the creature from damaging it. All right, cool. All right. She shouts the info to everyone. Okay. As you're like doing that, as everyone like kind of try to like digest this new information, this thing kind of goes still. It realizes that it is stuck for the moment.
Hello, I am back.
Oh, nice. You missed a little bit. Okay, so Gamila shot the gastrophetus, lit on fire. She missed. She accidentally almost hit Ramesu. Ramesu let go of
Are
his
you
sword,
kidding?
which is back on the creature's back. Ramesu didn't slide down yet. It's only when he tried to empathize with the creature that he got a taste of incredible anger from the creature and he fell to the ground. Ramesu, your sword is still perfectly fine, lodged into the creature's back. Totally safe. Totally safe. Flux, are you here?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. Maya found out some interesting information that this creature is called an asag, a creature sparsely described in ancient Sumerian texts she found out about while searching about Aristotle the Adimu. Um, this creature causes small animals and fishes to die when it appears nearby. So that is the clue that you had. Uh, and yeah, she also notices that there is a magical barrier around the Sphinx, which is preventing the creature as it's trying to get free from the ground, and it accidentally, like not intentionally, just unintentionally, its horn is slamming into the wall of the Sphinx. It's not hurting it. Like the horn is getting reflected back by this magical barrier that Maya relays this information to all of you. All
Hmm.
right. As you're like digest this new information, the creature suddenly stops fighting and looks at you all, like all four of you, and then it it again roars, but it's a different kind of rumbling. It's like more bass, like almost inaudible bass. I think because you are in jackal form, Ramesu, right?
Yep,
Ramesu, are you in jackal form?
that is correct.
Okay, cool. You hear more of it because your sense of hearing is more attuned, and you realize this is actually like very very low, very very bass like sound. It's basically like screaming in infrasound. It's roaring in infrasound, partial infrasound. So like humans are hearing it as very like low volume. You're hearing it as quite loud. Um, and as it finishes its singular roar, three spots around the ground, like next to like each of you, namely Ramesu, Fermi, and I'm guessing between the two of you, between Gamila and Maya, three smaller creatures appear out of the ground. Let me find the picture. Let, give me a second while I find the picture.
Great.
It's summoning minions.
Great. Just what we needed.
Oh, oh boy.
Oh boy.
Well, we know where they can't go.
Mhm.
Perfection. Perfection.
What the hell is this? A dungeon crawl?
Wait, this is no. This is too big. 1 second. 1 second. Just let me resize this thing.
Are you kidding me?
Give me a second. Just let me resize this thing. Come on. Just let me resize this thing. This is not as big as you think it is. This is still
Oh,
not as
okay.
it's still not as big as you think it is. It's literally a dog size. Okay,
Oh.
okay, maybe a bigger dog. Maybe a wolf.
Ah,
Maybe a wolf size. So there's one between the two of you. There's one next to Farmi, and there is one next to Rabesu. It's
cute.
I'll drop the full picture onto Discord so you can like get a good look at the details if you want. It's like really cool, It's like some sort of rock creature. Looks literally made of rock. Literally made of rock. By the way, yes, the veins on the creature, it's inside its mouth, they are indeed glowing in the dark. And this creature that it just summoned, those like little yellow veins on its on its skin, those yellow beady eyes and the mouth, yeah, they're all glowing. God damn it, stop defacing the Sphinx. These creatures come out of the ground. What do you do?
Well, shit.
Indeed. Indeed. I'm okay. I need to give them names. I'm calling them Stony. No, okay, Rocky. It's Rocky.
Rock hard.
I didn't want to go there, but thank you for going there.
Yeah, I just remembered yesterday. This.
Why?
Always
Why
rock
would you
hard.
do this? Why? No.
Well, at least I wasn't the living vibration.
No.
God dang it.
You're the one who chose the name. Okay. Right.
I didn't choose the name. Someone said, "Oh, so you're the living vibration." That doesn't sound well, is it?
Yes, it is quite rocking. It is very much rock. It's not heavy metal, but it's close enough. It's a heavy rock.
Okay. We're surrounded.
Yeah. Well, technically, yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
Middle of the night.
uh,
Also, so.
yeah.
Yeah, I think we should all try to get to the Sphinx.
No, screw it. We're making a mission to get all three to survive.
Whose turn is it?
Whoever wants to go
I
first.
haven't went
I guess yeah, for Farmy because
yet, I
Farmy
guess.
haven't like acted in a while because Farmy.
Okay, I guess like. So what the little creatures doing? What are the little creatures doing?
They just appeared out of the ground. You have a moment before they do whatever they are going to do.
Alright, so I am gonna ignore them for now.
Mm-hmm.
And I am gonna try and I suppose I want to try and just like bop it on the
The what?
Try power punch it to
You want to punch the you want to punch the demon that is coming out the rock demon that's coming out of the ground in front of
the giant creatures. The what?
Okay, just reminding you, you do have Camilla's spear.
Yeah, I switch it to you.
Yeah. She gave a spear to you. Your own spear is probably still lodged into the creature, although we can probably describe that it has fallen off and next to it if you want. It's up to you.
In that case, I'm gonna try and hit it again in the same spot. Same thing though.
Wow. Alright, roll for Big Whammy. Let's go.
3 weird. Go. I have Mystic. I have Mystic.
You do indeed have Mystic. Let's go. Right.
10 plus 5. I forget
and,
what thing is.
and
Yeah.
because that's a successful turn, you do get Mystic back. What the hell? Oh.
Hell yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it can do that. Okay, but as written, and like when I did it in a campaign, the GM eventually, like the keeper eventually said, no, let's say use magic, do not give a +1 to use magic. I'm not going to do that. It's like, I think it's fun that you get that +1 on everything. It's fun that way. All right.
That just makes me like technically having a +1 only. Another +1 to weird then.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. It depends. It's only on the next roll. And if your next roll isn't a telekinesis, then you lose it.
Alright.
Yeah. So yeah. That is a 10. Congratulations. You do hit it. Choose your options from kick some ass.
I suppose I'll get +1 more harm.
Ooh boy. That's something. Okay, that's
2
something.
harm.
Wow, this thing. Okay, you know what? This is awesome. Where are you attacking? The same spot?
Yep, same
Okay.
spot.
Has your old spear is still stuck there, or has it fallen to the ground?
I mean, that's on you.
Yeah, no,
You're the
I'm
control of
letting
the
like
situation.
I'm letting you decide this one. Like I'm cool.
I mean, it's more preferable if it hasn't, because one, there's more of an opening, and two, I get the spear back. So I guess it's fallen out.
Okay, sure. All right, so Farmy shoots. Farmy telekinetically chucks just chucks Camilla's spear into the same spot as his old spear, knocking the old spear to the ground next to the Asag, and this time digging further in. Okay. The Asag like roars in pain. Like it's roars in pain. As it roars in pain, it like digs itself out of its like sandy trap, and as it digs itself out of its sandy trap, like it sends like it sends like what to say, like chunks of solidified sand that was holding it down kind of everywhere. And for me, this is what causes the kick some ass repercussion harm exchange. So this chunk of sand flies into you and slams you against the Sphinx again. You don't take 3 harm because that would be dumb. You only take 2 harm.
Wait, I have armor.
This does bypass your armor.
Darn.
Yeah.
Who was attacking me?
The sand.
Sand.
The pocket sand is attacking you. Okay. This chunky, solidified sand as a result of Maya's magic that the Asag pulled itself free from just now. Those chunks are flying everywhere, and one of those chunks hit you. Since they are magically infused, they bypass your telekinetic armor.
Darn.
Yeah. You're not getting away with armor every time.
I'm still not unstable, baby.
Yeah, I know. No one is unstable. Don't worry about it. And one of you haven't even taken any harm. Oh, I love it. The Asag breaks free from the solidified sand, and the sand chunks go flying, hitting into farming. All right. Okay. So, guys, I don't know about you, but this thing is yeah, this thing is huge, and it just summoned minions, and you guys are fairly kind of injured. What are you doing? You're still capable of like totally running. You haven't
Yeah,
taken any unstable condition yet.
I'm
Unstable.
gonna try and run to the Sphinx and like climb onto it, like one of the legs.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, okay. So you're not retreating.
Oh, very nice, very nice. All right, so yeah. Okay. Let's go over one by one. Okay. Maya, you're running. Okay, you're running to the Sphinx and climbing up on the legs. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Um,
Yeah.
roll act under pressure,
Oh boy.
because like technically you are bypassing this creature that just appeared in front of you. Like if you succeed, you go there fine. Like no problem. Oh, okay, okay. Hard choice or price to pay. All right, all right. What's the outcome? Hard choice or price to pay? Okay. Okay. This creature, this smaller minion creature, smaller like rock demons. Uh, they kind of like they kind of look at you, like they kind of track you as you're going, and like Gamila, you get a good look at this. They kind of like shake themselves, and they literally a cannon like Blastoise opens up in their back that looks like it's made of rock, not like metal or anything, and it lobs out a flaming ball of fire. That's redundant. A ball of fire.
What the fuck?
So like this rage on its back, like you see the rage on its back, that kind of like opens up a little bit into like a small hole, and it shoots out fire like a fireball. So that's your hard choice. Sorry. Worst outcome. You can get up on the Sphinx, but that is the exact same place where the fireball is going to land. You can still stay on the ground and let the fireball land without taking any damage from the fire, or you can get up on it and have the fireball land next to you.
Yeah, I'm already at 3 harm, so let's maybe not try to get more.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Maya runs for the Sphinx, and tries to climb up the rock. Which Rocky is firing at you? Mark. Oh, it's Rocky 3. Okay, Rocky 3 is firing at you. Shoots a fireball out of its back onto the Sphinx's leg, uh, almost hitting Maya, but she stops just before. Okay, climbing up. Okay, cool. Okay, so you're still on the ground level. You're like, and the leg of the Sphinx. Yes, it does appear to be there is a barrier, but like there is a very thin barrier. Like it's not very like thick or anything. It's probably like an inch or so. And but above that you have like it's almost like to the untrained eye, it's almost like the leg of the Sphinx has the fire on it, but there is about a 1 inch gap that Maya can clearly see because she knows what to look for. So just because it can't directly hurt the Sphinx doesn't mean the barrier cannot be used as like a surface for like other BS.
Well, that sucks.
So we can't use it as a shield. Darn.
um
Well, we can hide its side.
okay.
If there's a door,
Let's go over one by one. Gamila, the creature next to you has just shot a fireball. It is distracted. What do you do? No, nothing is directly like targeting you or anything.
Um, everyone is in the Sphinx.
What?
Okay, wait, now I'm just looking at Or everyone
But
is.
yeah, like yeah, you can see like everyone is like I think like Ramesu is like yeah, I think hold on a second. Let me actually give Ramesu a better positioning because like yeah, there we go. Yeah, I think that works the best.
So one in front of me.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like okay, one thing I will tell you, if you want to use panic button, there is an escape route that
But I
may help
have
you.
to leave the group indefinitely.
Yes, but nothing stops them from following you. So if like if you create like an escape route, maybe the others will follow you. I don't know. Like you can like direct it as that. You can shout at them like follow me. I see an escape or something like that if you want. You don't have to, but if you want to, there is a way.
Yeah, I don't think she's smart enough to do that.
Totally fine. Totally
So,
fine.
so she's gonna thinking. Her thinking will be, I need to hurt this small things in front of me, because either way we are gonna get swarmed. The big dude is already a threat enough.
Mhm.
So she's gonna run over and spear the one in front of her.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, wait, yeah, quickly let's look at your spear action. You are actually using your own no, you don't have a spear anymore.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Oh my god.
Shit.
Oh my god.
Oh,
You can pick up the spear that fell on the ground. Like you have
oh
Bunny's
yeah.
spear. You have Bunny's spear that you tripped on.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
use that.
Yeah, totally. Pick up the spear and oh, you're attacking the one in front of Ramesu. Awesome. Yes,
Yes.
awesome. You charge at the heart. Camilla picks up Beniti's spear and charges at the at Rocky. Which Rocky is in front of you? Rocky 2 is in front of Ramesu. Okay, Rocky 2. It's Rocky 2. Uh, Rocky Balboa charges at Rocky 2 and attacks it. Rocky 2 in front of Ramesu. Okay, cool, and attacks it. All right. Here's what happens. Uh okay. The spear does 2 harm. Hand close messy. All right. You like hit it. It gets stuck in the creature.
Mm-hmm.
It looks at you briefly annoyed.
Oh.
Explanation: it has 2 armor.
Oh god. Oh my god, I'm so mad.
I mean, did you not it happened when you used your bow against it?
What? Okay. Look, like these creatures are defeatable. It's just not defeatable by direct fighting. That's why they have so much armor. You cannot defeat them by direct fighting. That's what like.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. But I
Just
still don't know what to do with the info we got.
Yeah.
okay. I'm gonna say, you're gonna hear a loud curse
Yes.
from Camilla, and you're gonna see that I didn't make any dent on it, so
No.
that would indicate you guys that it probably won't take a spear.
The spear gets jammed into its rocky skin.
Mm-hmm.
The big boy is like it only unhooked one of its leg. It's still stuck on the other leg, so it's still trying to dig itself out. By the way, so you do have some like leniency. Uh, the, Ramesu, this creature in front of you that Camilla just engaged is about to hit Camilla. Are you doing something?
I'm going to grab this creature that is clearly smaller than me.
Yes.
And I'm going to jump from this spot and slam it into the Sphinx.
No. Oh
Yes!
we still have 2
Wait,
left. Never mind.
that's awesome. That is wow. Are you using your like like ability of the like your monstrous abilities and stuff?
Yeah, I'm just gonna like with my claws grab its face and
Like
hopefully smash it.
yeah, I get it. So it's like you are wanting to damage it. So it is a kick some ass roll, and we will use your natural attack, even though you're not actually using your natural attack, but like to attack it, but you are like using your abilities to hit it, I guess. So yeah, like we'll just use your natural attack, even though you're not like using your natural attack for it. Nice, go roll, kick some ass, do it.
I'm spending luck.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. If you don't want to spend luck at your potential last session, I would be very saddened. Yeah. Okay.
Just
So
throw it all out.
let's see what happens. Let's see what happens to this creature. Okay. Um. You do 4 harm to it. You are crushing it next to a magical barrier that is specifically designed to keep it away. Um, and yeah. Uh, all right, hold on a second. You know what? Yeah. Okay. This is what's going to happen. Rocky 2 is hit between a barrier and a very strong jackal. You're hitting a rock between a jackal and a hard place. um, this thing, this thing breaks apart into little pieces of rock. Just breaks apart in little pieces of rock. Inanimated. Ramesu uses his superior strength to grab and slam the Rocky 2 into the Sphinx, disassembling it into a pile of rock. All right, disassembling into a pile of rock. What are you all doing now? For me, you have
Hmm.
you have defeated this boy. The boy is gone. The boy is gone. Like you slam
Wait,
it.
I defeat.
No, no,
Oh
no.
yeah, that's a mess. That was a
Yeah,
mess.
Ramesu defeated one of the boys. Rocky 2 has been slammed by the critics as not as good as Rocky 1. Okay, she's gone.
I shout to Maya, "Do you want to keep the little guys?"
Oh, you know what? Just kill them.
All right, awesome. So and he just starts levitating the guy.
Telekinesis.
Yep.
Telekinesis. That's a big whammy, right? Has to be.
No, he starts levitating it, taking it, and he wants to launch it towards the big guy.
That sounds like a big whammy. Do it.
Wait, go. No. Oh wait, no,
Oh,
mistake.
good
It's a
God.
7. Mistake.
You are correct. You do get that, and because that is a that is not a telekinesis roll. That is a big whammy. So that's a kick some ass. Oh right, that's actually not mistake. Oh my gosh. All right. Okay. She disagrees, and for me, telekinetically tosses the
Yeet.
Rocky 3. Yeets. Sorry. Yeets Rocky 3. Sorry, Rocky 1 towards the Asag. Cool. Yeah. Okay, so Rocky 1 takes the damage, which is 2 armor piercing. Asag, Asag kind of doesn't. It kind of like shrugs off the damage because most of the damage went to Rocky 1. So yeah, Rocky 1 like is kind of on the ground next to the Asag. Let's say like here-ish. But yeah, it's like getting back up on its feet. It appears damaged, like there are bits of it fallen off, but it's still like, yeah. What are you doing? Like, you four are kind of in the clear. Rocky 3 over here is about to like turn and like attack, but right now nothing is immediately targeting you.
Can I attack Rocket Tree with the well, I have to put another arrow to the big crossbow, am I?
Oh yeah, it's gonna take a while because it takes a time to reload it. It has the reload tag and the slow tag, so it's going to take a while to reload that.
Then I will try to reload that while that is
All right,
happening.
sure. Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
Can I sit Cloud Doggo on one of them?
Sure, totally.
I mean, Cloud Doggo is a wind being.
Yep.
So I'm hoping Cloud Doggo can like lift one of them up and throw them into the Sphinx.
Nice. Rocky 1. All right. You seek Cloud Doggo. Let me actually look at the move. Guardian. Okay. Invisible, intangible spirit thing. How do you want it to help you?
Yeah, I wanted to lift one of the Rockies up and slam it into the Sphinx.
Oh my god, telekinesis buddies.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Kinda, yeah. I mean, if I remember correctly, it did like lift me up when we were fighting it in the first place. So it's something it can do.
Yes, it is something it can do. All right, so I think it's going to get the gist of the idea, and it starts like it does like do what you ask it. There is no role involved, so all right. Let me write down. Maya directs Aristotle to also yeet the. Oh, okay, no, let's write chuck the Rocky 3 into the Sphinx. Okay, so yeah, it like starts lifting up Rocky 3, and Rocky 3 is quite like confused as to what the hell is going on. Like, what is lifting it up in the air? Nothing. There's nothing to be seen, and then it's thrown into the Sphinx, not with enough force as as like our monsters did, but it is enough force. So like Rocky 3 like slams onto the barrier that you can all see, like kind of like let's say here-ish between all of you, and it kind of slides down to the ground. It appears as damaged as the other Rocky, so it's like it also took like 2 damage. All right, 2 might I remind you, discretion is the better part of valor, but that's all. That's all I'm reminding.
I think Ramesu is gonna like grab Gamilla by the back of her shirt and like run into the center of the Sphinx here.
Nice.
No, I'm still reloading. Ah!
Don't care. It's time to run.
You can go on the other side of the Sphinx, giving you like ample like some amount of time.
I'm hoping that it can't cross the Sphinx, and that by the time I get to the other side, it does give us some time.
All right, cool. Yeah, okay. So you are like you cross the leg into the middle, right? Like right here.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, however far I can get.
I don't think there's a role involved. You just grab her and wherever you want to go, because they are kind of distracted. Wherever you want to go, you can go. Let me see. Wherever you want to move yourself. Yeah, so awesome. You stop in front of the statue of some bro whose name I've forgotten. I will probably never remember, so I don't need to. But yeah, some old pharaoh, old guy man. All right. What about the rest of you? You do like cross over the fire. The fire, I think, like as you go, the fire like kind of starts going out, because it's like it's not like there's nothing actually fueling it, so it like quickly goes out. So Maya, if you want to follow them over, you can all do that.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, let's try that.
Awesome. Ramis, for me,
Mm?
you want to go with the team?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. You have some amount of time while the creatures are recovering. What do you do?
So, what's the game plan?
I think we need to get into this.
Well, honestly, I can still keep I can still keep on waiting on this guy, while the rest of you try to figure out a more cohesive way to beat this.
There's got to be a reason why the Sphinx is a protected barrier from the creature.
Yep. Well,
This is
the only thing would know would be probably inside the Sphinx.
Right. We can find a way in.
Where is that a door? That big ass dude in the front
Nope.
lawn. Is that
Nope. It's just a statue.
can
Where is the door?
okay, hold on. Can for me try and tune in into the Sphinx, if it's possible, I guess.
No, the Sphinx is a statue. You can't tune into inanimate objects.
How about the site? Is there a hidden door somewhere?
How are you finding that? How
Nah,
are you
just
finding that?
the site. The site.
The what?
The site.
There is nothing invisible here. No.
Maya, can you come up?
Especially magical influences, but oh well. Guess not.
Yeah, there's nothing invisible here.
Yeah.
Like spirits or magical. I think as you like open the site, you can see the barrier. You can see that shimmering like thing that you see around Maya's like haven as a protection. Like that's here. A similar thing is here, all around the Sphinx.
So,
Hmm.
could
Very
I
like close to it. It's
potentially
like 1 inch away. Yes, Maya, go.
use like the woman with a plan thing to know if there's an entrance
Yes,
to the
Maya.
Sphinx and where it is?
Maya, you
Nice.
You have read in like reports on like various reports of like the Sphinx when it was uncovered. There is an entrance in the back near its butt.
Oh,
Great.
Yeah.
Well, we're on the wrong side.
That's okay. We run around the Sphinx.
Yeah.
Away from the creature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so woman with the plan spent. Oh my god. Wow, you still have one left. Okay, Maya. Okay, Farmi enables the sight and sees the shimmering barrier around the Sphinx. Maya recalls a passage at the back side of the Sphinx. Yes, for real, there is a butthole passage on the Sphinx. I'm not making this up. This is real. Yes, people have entered
That's
through there
great.
inside in real life.
Amazing.
I am not making this up. I swear. When I
I
first
know.
came across it in the Assassin's Creed game, I was like, this is just a game thing, right? This can't be real. Then I looked up. It's like, oh shit, it's actually real. There's the actual butthole passage. Okay, sure, awesome. Yeah. All of you go to the back. Just imagine yourself behind the Sphinx. It's like directly on the other side. That's exactly not seen. Yeah, and you do see the passage. The team all run around the other side and finds the it's a crawl space. Finds the crawl space um, leading inward. Yeah, into the Sphinx. All right. Yeah. Are you all crawling inside? It's quite dark. You can light
Yeah,
your
let's go up the butt.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're going up the butt.
Yep. Okay. So
Hopefully
yeah.
the gods don't like feel like some sort of pleasure from this.
What?
The gods don't feel some sort of pleasure from this offering.
Flux, why? Flux, why?
Oh.
Why? No. Okay. Yeah, you all start crawling into the crawl space behind the Sphinx. As you like go a little bit further in, Ramesh, you're the one who feels it. There is a very familiar type of magic here. Very familiar type of magic. Do you maybe want to investigate or something?
Yes. I'll try to figure out what the connection is.
Right. All right. Ramesu feels a very familiar magical presence. Roll it. That's short. Unless you have any exchange.
Is it investigative mystery?
Yes, it's investigative mystery.
Okay. I'll get a +1 for being in my were-jackal form.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, totally. I might even give you another +1 if you don't. Oh my gosh, never mind. I was actually willing to give you another +1 because it's so familiar, but never mind. You don't need another +1. Two general or one specific question. Go. Hit me.
The specific question is, why is it familiar?
This magical effect, you felt it before in Petsybust's tomb grave. This is a magical effect that is similar, that you can tell that this magical effect, as you get closer, you realize is also made by him, by Petsybust. The signature, like every magic has like an intrinsic signature. Like every magic user has their own signature. Maya has their own signature. Ramesu has their own signature. You have your own signature. This is Petsybust's signature, like dead on. You recognize it like perfectly because it's a specific question and answer. This is
So
Petsybust's doing. Whatever is like inside the Sphinx. This is not directly the barrier itself, but something else deep beneath. As you go inside, the crawl space goes like horizontally forward, then it kind of ends in like a small chamber with you know incense and other like stuff, like for offerings and stuff. There are like crawl space going up and stuff, or but there's no crawl space going downwards. This magical effect that you feel is coming from downwards. Something is buried underneath the Sphinx that was done by Petsybust.
So essentially, the magic that created the curse
Yes.
in the crypt.
Yes.
There's a similar magic that's here. At least it came from the same person.
Yes. Yes.
I let them know as I lead us further down.
So yeah, like you, like I said, like there's no actual way to go down. You have to dig, or
Okay.
use magic. You have a magic person. So
I let Maya know we can't go any further unless we use magic.
Oh boy.
it's like there probably was a path here at some point, but it's been like buried over so many times that Sphinx had been buried and recovered at least twice already, if not more. So yeah, this thing is 2,500 years old, so it's pretty old.
Well, I'm gonna try and dig with magic and hope it doesn't go horribly, horribly wrong.
The king with magic. What can go wrong? Especially in the anus compartment. Anus compartment.
Sucks this. Okay, Maya, roll me that powerful magic.
I mean,
Okay.
the worst it could
Okay.
get would be
See what
shit
happens.
all
Yeah,
over
it
us.
worked.
It's
Nice.
not a failure.
It's not a fail. Choose your effect and glitch.
Oh boy. Well, the effect is that I wanna create
Create
a
a path.
tunnel.
Yeah, create a tunnel. Totally fine. Your glitch.
Mm-hmm.
May I suggest not choosing immediate unwelcome attention?
Yeah, I wasn't gonna choose that.
Okay, just letting you know.
Also, I'm also not gonna take one harm because that will make me unstable.
Okay.
Short duration could really fuck us over.
It might not. Like it depends.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go with the problematic side effect.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Problematic side effect. You are creating a tunnel inside the Sphinx's butt to go
Yeah.
deeper underground towards the
Yeah.
source of an unknown magic that only Ramesu can tell is at least somewhat known. What could possibly go wrong?
Is there a slide somewhere that you can go down? Just go into the belly of the beast.
Yes,
not-
it does. You do succeed in creating a tunnel. You slightly messed up the angle, and all of you kind of like start sliding downwards.
Oh boy.
Maya
Who's
makes
at the front?
the tunnel. I imagine Ramesh was leading, so yeah, Maya makes the tunnel.
Okay,
but
cool.
at
You have a cushion.
steep
We have a
angle,
cushion at the bottom.
and the team slides down. You don't slide for too long. It's only like say like I don't know, like 10, 15 meters. It's not too deep, but it is. You
Whee!
does go wee, and like Ramesu, you fall out. It's very Scooby Doo like. You are the Scooby Doo, and everyone else falls on top of you. Ramesu,
Hopefully the woman don't get crushed.
in the
I
lead.
am the Scooby Doo.
You are the Scooby Doo. Scooby Dooby Ramesu. Yeah. You end up in a very like there's no light source. It's completely dark. You arrive at a completely dark floor. To the ground after about 10, 15 meters of sliding, and the others land on top of him in a heap. Hey, it's a completely pitch dark, pitch black room. Are you lighting your torches?
Yes.
Of course.
Right. As you light your torches, um, okay, it's like it's a, it's a, it's like a circular room. It's a circular room with a like you came out from like you can see you can look up. You came out from like the ceiling at an angle. It is directly underneath the Sphinx, like directly underneath, and you came out of the ceiling at an angle. So yeah, like it is now you are now like about 10, 15 meters directly underneath the Sphinx. Sorry, directly underneath the Sphinx. Woo! I don't have any pictures for this, so just use your theater of the mind. So it's like made of like the same limestone that the Sphinx is made of. The ceiling is also limestone, but it is like you can see it's like fortified. The ceiling has been fortified with stronger basalt and granite like slabs in places. At the center of the room, like like you see like this like a thing like this large stone tablet thing. You see this large stone tablet like it's like looking similar to this, right? And this thing is partially broken, like one corner of it has broken off. In the ground next to it you find beneath his like clothing with pieces of his flesh and bone. that you like assume it's like pieces of flesh and bone because it's his clothing.
Oh, what do you mean pieces of flesh and bone? Like, was it squashed or
How
it's
did
like relatively like all over the place?
Eaten partially.
Oh no.
Are we in the lair of this fucking thing?
Yeah, you are.
Oh God.
There are signs around the room of the claw marks, the tentacle marks, of like on the floor. The yeah. So yeah, you are in this underground circular. Well, sorry, not circular, cylindrical chamber. It's like a flat cylindrical chamber, with a like this rocky tablet in the center. Yeah, and you also
And
see
the
like there are like
tablet is broken.
other clothing nearby. Like there are also blood soaked, but there are no like pieces left. So you can tell that this is the creature's lair and where like it left the pieces of like its victims.
And the
So
tablet is
Right.
broken.
the tablet is partially broken. One corner of it has broken off.
So are we gonna assume that it was found here and
Do
the
you want to
tablet
do you want to
breaking?
investigate a mystery? Because that sounds like an investigative mystery to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it.
Um, while she's doing that, Gamila's gonna say, Rameso, is that the tablet you're looking for, or that is another one?
Ramesu, the magic is indeed centered around that tablet, that broken tablet.
It could be, or it could be one that's just like it.
Oh my, no, oh God, if okay, so the reason that was stolen would probably something around this. Someone might use it as a summoning device.
Or maybe that creature outside is a person who's turned into a monster.
Okay, so two general or one specific question, go for it.
Yeah, I wanna know what happened here.
Specifically or generally?
Yeah, specifically.
Very nice. You go up to the tablet and start reading, and sure enough, it does appear to be the same script as found in Petsibast's crypt back in Alexandria. This explains like this, except one difference is that that script was written this is also written by Petsibast. Hold on a second, let me find the thing. All right, so this tablet is a protective ward, and like there are like the spell ritual of like imprisonment ritual. There are two rituals inscribed on this like protective ward, and this rock itself is used as a anchor point to bind the asag here in this chamber. As you read on farther, you realize the broken corner is what caused the asag to break free recently. And near the broken corner, you find like at the ground, you find a smaller like you find like tools like you have like small hammers, like a chisel, a sack, and you get like as you like look around the room, as you look at the victim's clothing, you get a good picture of what happened. Grave robbers snuck in here, thought this thing was kind of valuable, tried to break it, broke it, the asag broke free. That's
Okay.
what happened here. As to how the asag was trapped here, inscriptions as you read around the room. Like there are inscriptions on the walls that are enforcing the imprisonment ward. Like the main ward is on the tablet, but there are like enforcements all around. That's why the ceiling is covered in granite. Like it's well fortified because there's like fortifications to keep the creature trapped inside. So in it, Petsibast writes that the Asag appeared in the Giza complex during Khufu's rule when the first pyramid, the Great Pyramid, was under construction, and they couldn't like it was killing too much people. So Petsibas figured out two spells, one for killing it, one for imprisoning it. But however, while they were trying to kill it, it like broke through the necessary arrangements for the killing spell. So Petsibas, realizing that it could go on a rampage and kill the pharaoh, like who was like nearby in the nearby village at the time. So Petsibas instead changed the ritual into an imprisonment ritual, locking the creature into a deep um, deep hibernation period into a like basically a pile of rock in this chamber. That's why like the grave robbers who broke in here didn't realize there was an actual like monster here because it just looked like a pile of rocks. There's like hieroglyphs of the pile of rock that just looks like, just a pile of rocks. So yeah, you have gained access to information. Petsibas original ritual. There are two rituals here: imprisonment ritual and killing ritual. Whichever you want, like if you want to use any of those. Yeah. Any further information you still want to know? There's so much information here. If you are not satisfied, you can ask me any particular detail of the about this thing. I can clarify further.
Does the Asag have to be inside this chamber for the ritual to work, or can I just do the ritual now and it will affect it when it's outside?
Okay, so as you read through the ritual, you realize what you need. You need two other people to help you. Standing, all three of you stand in an equilateral triangle and chant the spell.
In a what?
Equilateral triangle, a triangle with same equal sides, 3 equal sides.
Okay.
Yeah, you know that. Come on, you're an in character know that because you're a scholar at Alexandria. You're a smarty boy.
Oh, and also technically,
But like Mimi is really
and
bad
also,
at math.
who was it?
Okay. Next phase. All three people must chant the spell of the ritual, which, as you read through the ritual, like everyone can chant it. It's just like a bunch of words. It combines ancient Egyptian and ancient Sumerian magic. All right. Conditions. The location of the Asag does not matter. Condition. The spell can only be cast when the sun is directly ahead, directly up in the sky, or directly below in the sky, i.e. midday or midnight.
Do we know what time it is right now?
It's not midnight. Let's say it's around 8 p.m.
Great.
We have 4 hours, and we need to make sure that this thing doesn't kill everyone.
Okay.
Anyone
one second.
game?
Okay. For the imprisonment ritual, you can just do the imprisonment spell. That will happen. If you want to kill the Asag, you can do that. There is one extra step. The Asag, in order to enact the killing spell, the Asag needs to be under the open sky.
Okay, that's already there.
Just so you know, the Asag can, like, as you look around the room, you do see one part of the wall has like crumpled and there's like sand kind of piling in. You realize this is probably where the Asag enters and exits the chamber. This
Asag is the size of a dwarf.
Right? Okay. Out of character. You only need 3 people for the spell. One of you can be the bait to go out there and just run around in a Benny Hill theme format and keep the thing occupied for 4 hours.
I have 2 armor, I can do it.
Oh my gosh.
I
So
can do it. Unless Ramesu can really wants to
Uh,
unless Ramesu wants to volunteer.
it's up to Fermi. Like Ramesu will always volunteer, but if Fermi makes it a point, Ramesu
Because
will allow
like
you to.
Ramesu can actually run and adjust when needed.
yep,
Yeah.
Ramesu
So
does have superhuman agility.
I think I'm better suited for it. So it's up to you.
Yeah, I have armor. I can do it.
Okay, so like in character, let's think about in character. So like you do know, Farmi, that your armor did fail just recently when you got hit with the sand.
Do you
So
think
Ramesu
that
is better suited, and let's just say like story wise, since this is Betsiba's spell going to happen, Ramesu being out there and being around the Asag when the spell takes effect might help his cards in some way.
I
So
mean,
like I don't want to
uh,
like force a particular ending, but like that is like doing so, or like he can be also down here. That will also work. That's totally fine. But it's up to you. Like
yeah.
who wants to
I
volunteer?
mean, like just from a logic standpoint, I think it would make more sense. Like I would be worried if he was out there while we were performing the spell that would also either bind him or kill him.
Yeah, yeah.
And maybe if he took part in the ritual, it would count as returning the plate and would lift the curse.
We'll see. So like wherever you
But
go, it
I
would
don't
work.
know. That's just my thought process.
No, it's fine. Like okay, it can work in either way. Any of you can volunteer to go outside. Okay, some of you will probably die if you volunteer to go outside, but two of you are very well suited to deal with whatever is outside.
Well, I
Just remember.
could also do it because I have Berserker mode, but that's not.
Yeah, that's not. Let's not do that. Let's not use that
I,
trump card now.
yeah, I don't think she would. I don't think. Yeah.
Yeah, and I should probably be here for the rituals. So.
Mhm.
I
You
will
have
be
to be.
here
You're the
for.
one who knows the spell.
Yeah.
Uh, I think someone needs to do builder parchment shears.
Just I guess yeah I guess if you want to uh um like let's just you know what, let's just roll. Let's say you like whoever, like all those of you that wants to volunteer, roll like a 1d10, and whoever gets the highest goes outside, I guess. I don't know.
Fresh are
And
one
that's,
d10.
yeah, that's just, in character you're doing builder shears.
Oh.
uh
Oh.
Alright, one intention. One intention.
Oh, you know what?
Darn.
I'm just gonna roll just for the sake of it.
okay.
Mm.
Well, I guess Ramesu wins the builder shears. Sorry, rock shears papyrus. There we go.
I think Ramesh is like, okay, you can go for me, and then he like just punches him in the gut for a second and then runs out.
rock papyrus shears. What? What? Uh, he distracts Farmi by punching him in the gut and running out.
I take 5 harm from that.
No, you don't.
No,
Army is dead.
Okay. So you punch him in the gut, and you like use your superhuman agility to spring up into the ceiling and climb up the passage. By this time, the passage, since it was like magically created, it has become like less steep by now. So it's like, the ground has kind of like, the sand has kind of like fallen on it to make it like less steep, so you can climb up and you don't have to slip and slide back. So
So
I
this
have a
is
plan.
terrace.
Yeah, like all of you can climb up after you're done. Like you just need to get up to the ceiling, which isn't too tough. Yeah, and jumps up in the ceiling hole and climbs up, climbs out. The passage, the tunnel has stabilized into a less steep type by now. Okay, cool. All right, so we're going to. So okay, we're not going to like. We're going to just like fast forward this a little bit. Ramesu, give me an act under pressure roll to keep. No, give me a persuade roll to keep the creature like following after you. It will be released by now, and give me. Give me persuade roll to keep the
Do I
creature
get
following.
do I get to roll weird instead of charm?
Yes. 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 Okay. You can sufficiently distract the very like animalistic creature driven by pure anger all around you. Just Benny Hill all around you. Just when the creature like starting to get wise up to your tricks that you're just like making it going on a merry-go-round around the Sphinx, you like get quickly close to it, try to like jump up on its back and try to poke on the sword a little bit, but then you jump back down and start running around again with all the
Can
Rockies. Also, yeah, you can describe it how you want.
I know this is really stupid, but can we say that this whole shenanigan starts with me climbing the face of the Sphinx and breaking the nose off and throwing it at it?
No, sorry.
Aw.
Sorry. Yeah,
No.
the nose was broken in 680. I'm sorry.
Oh, it was broken already. Damn it.
No. It will be broken 700 years later. The nose is still there.
Oh, I gotcha.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
It's like,
All right.
damn it. We could make this a narrative hit way for the nose to be broken.
I mean, have we ever been historically accurate on this show?
Okay. Let's think about this. You know what? Let's do it. You know what? You go up on the Sphinx, you break off its nose, and you toss it at him. We will figure out because just because the nose was broken once doesn't mean it wasn't repaired.
Oh, so they repair it afterwards.
oh what about the magic barrier? Does Ramesh not get repelled from it?
Ramesu isn't affected by the barrier, dude.
Oh yeah, right.
Only the creatures are. Ramesu isn't the one who was trapped inside. Fun fact, Maya, you actually realized that the Sphinx, like when the creature was trapped in here, the Sphinx wasn't actually created back then, and the Sphinx was created later, and it was the barrier around the Sphinx was added whoever built the Sphinx, not by Petsibast. Petsibast trapped the creature inside, but whoever built the Sphinx, that was actually like Khufu's son, and he knew about the monster, and that's why it happened. You can read up on the walls later about like on the
Yeah, I mean, I have 4 hours to kill. What else am I gonna do?
yeah, totally. All right, so yeah, you take the 4 hours to prepare the spell because it is like ancient Egyptian and ancient Sumerian magic. You have to properly train like the others into like enunciate the correct vowels and the correct pronunciations of the words and stuff because they don't know what they're saying. But Farmi and Camilla have no idea what they're saying. They're just following what you're telling them to say, and it is a pretty lengthy thing. But um, I think there's no reason to actually have like any weird shit happen. I think Ramesu, you will spot in the middle of your whatever BS, your Benny Hill action. You do see like a few like villagers coming with torches and spears to see what's going on. As they see the giant creature, they're like, "Fuck no, I'm out of here!" And they just like all flee, dropping their torches and spears and pitchforks and whatever. They just flee back towards the.
Nope, we're not needed here.
Nope. Just nope.avi out of there.
Cowards.
Alright. So we do the ritual. Is there a rule? Is there a... Hold on a second. Is there a use magic roll? Let me quickly check. There is no use magic roll. You just do... It's a big magic. You just do the ritual and it yeah. Alright.
Nice.
You can describe it, Maya, if you want to. Describe how it happens. How the creature dies, you get to decide. It is a being made of rock. You can decide how it dies.
See, but I don't want it to die. I want to trap it again.
Here we go again.
Ah,
What?
fuck, here we
What?
go again.
Come on, what did you expect?
So you want to trap it again.
I mean,
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're doing the trapping ritual, not the killing ritual.
Yeah.
Excellent.
well, just inform the townspeople.
So as you kind of chant, and like, okay, so as you see, like, as you're running around, the moon slowly comes overhead as midnight reaches. It's not like full moon. It's like a crescent moon, but it is midnight and it's in the middle of the sky. And sure enough, the monster, the Asag, starts slowing down. Ramesu, you are super tired. You have pushed your body beyond the limit, and you just like drop, like as the Asag slows down. You kind of like just rest, just completely tired on the Sphinx's back, just completely spent. And you see the Asag kind of going into a trance. The little rocky creatures just disassemble, like the one you broke into the ground just becomes like pieces of stone. The Asag kind of starts like in a trance, digging into the ground, and it's quite fast. It's like quite fast, digs into the sand and just crawls into the ground, like just sand covering in the hole really quickly. As the three of you are in the equilateral triangle chanting, there are rumblings and sand is falling from the hole at the side of the room, and the Asag enters. I imagine like two of you are actually like Farmi and Gamila are very like alarmed, but I think Maya kind of calms you as like no, that's what is supposed to happen or something like that.
Yeah.
All right. The Asag kind of goes to one corner of the room, Maya, exactly how the hieroglyphics described it. It crawls into, like, basically like puts its nose into its tail like a doggo,
Oh.
and it falls completely inert, becomes a pile of rocks, resembling, only barely resembling the monster it just was. It has been imprisoned in this chamber once more.
Darn. Guess we're not getting that cat.
Another job well done.
Yeah, that was weird and
What
scary.
happened to Fermi? Oh, go check.
Farmi,
Oh, Fermi, sorry. Ramesu.
Farmi, yeah, sorry, Ramesu, you're on the back of the Sphinx, just completely out of breath for running all this time. You feel like sleep coming over you, and you look up at the sky with the crescent moon just directly overhead, and you pass out. Let's join the other three. We'll see what happens, and we'll reveal what happened to Farmi soon. Just what are the three of you doing? Like talk, role play.
Okay. Is there any way to fix that? And I point at the tablet. Is it fixed or it still has a chunk of it missing off, like on the floor?
I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming that if we've done the whole ritual.
Okay, so Maya, you elaborate that the original tablet was whole when the ritual was cast. So when the original tablet was broken, that ritual was partially broken. The imprisonment ward was broken. How are you casting the new ritual that ensures that even if the rock is broken, even if the tablet is broken, the imprisonment ritual will stand? How are you doing that? You did that. How did you do that?
Okay. Could I bind the ritual to the entire Sphinx?
Yes, you absolutely can.
Like,
As long as the
Oh,
Sphinx stands, this creature will remain trapped. And the
yeah,
Sphinx stands even 2000 years later.
yes.
let's nuke the Sphinx.
Wonderful. That is
Oh,
awesome.
great.
That is just. Whew, wow.
So,
I,
so wait. So it needs to be broken in a way that, let's say, the head would practically summon the thing again, not just breaking the nose, right? Okay, good.
Hey, and in either case, if breaking the nose releases it, that's a problem for the people in the future.
To be fair, because
Yeah.
to be fair, right now the nose is already broken.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not even part of the ritual.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the nose will break in the future, because it's the only part that can break without doing any problem.
It
Wow.
all makes sense.
It all
Wow.
makes sense. Wow. Wow.
Okay, so we just need to plug this asshole and make sure no one's getting and out.
I mean, even
We're putting
even
a
if
butt
they
plug.
even if they get in, they can't release it without completely destroying the entire Sphinx.
Yeah.
Well, the
And
thing is,
since the
there's
like the
information.
since the Sphinx is essentially a statue dedicated to the pharaoh and Ra, it's like
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna it's gonna be a little bit of a heresy if you try to do that.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, but the last time
Yeah.
there is an information about a
Well, yeah. I mean, of course,
imprisonment tablet and
yeah.
killing. Yeah, or should we destroy that evidence, or are you taking that with you? No one
What?
knows that there's a pocket in here.
Yeah, we're gonna seal up the butt and then
Mhm.
everything's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You take your time. I think you go. I think you eventually as you as I think as you come outside, it's early, it's farther late at night. It's 2 a.m. You have more villagers coming again, and you explain them the situation. They did see the monster, and they are asking for what the hell happened, and you explain to them. You mention Beniti died. You mentioned all of their missing people was killed by this thing. You explain the thing, and you also
Mhm.
explain that as long as you seal it up, and if you do you tell them not you can tell them whatever. You're how do you explain to them that hide the monster, or keep it a secret, or whatever, that they will go with your thing, because you're the ones who defeated it. They saw it, you defeated it, they know you defeated it. So whatever you say, they'll follow. So yeah, however you want to describe this thing, this will happen. I think a few of them ask what happened to the nose, and I think all of you turn to see that the nose is broken. like
Huh. You know, it actually looks better like that.
Oh, oh.
um
I-
I guess we should repair that. I suppose what one of the guys say, and yeah, we should repair that. And no one needs to find out there's a giant monster that was here. That's no.
Mhm.
Yes.
No, no, we should repair
Yeah.
that. Yes, yes, totally. And yeah, I think one of them mentioned, is that your friend upon the Sphinx on the back?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
hmm
someone
he
should
did
probably get
most.
him.
Yeah. So
Yeah, he
all
did the
right,
most of the
all
grunt.
right. So I think like it's next like Ramesu spends the entire. Ramesu was found in his human form. He spends the entire night asleep. I think all of you also are like offered uh, housing for the night, for
Mhm.
and you are given free food. Of course, that's the least they could do, free food and housing,
Mhm.
because you stopped this giant monster from terrorizing them. They give you fresh fish, obviously cooked fresh fish. It's very fresh, straight off the river, not dead, straight out of the Nile River, right? And yeah, I think Ramesu, you wake up the next morning and there's something different about you. Why don't you explain what is different about you? How does it feel to not have the curse anymore?
Well, firstly, like all of the shagginess is gone.
Yeah,
Um, I don't know if it was Ramesu is found in a pile of his own hair and
no,
fur.
no, 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 no. You were you were found like in your human form, which was hairy, and you went to, like, they carried you to bed. They kind of asked like, "Why are you so hairy?" Um, but
Why are
as
you
your
an asshole?
yeah, as your friends all like went to sleep, and when they woke up, you were no longer hairy. You are in the
I
same room.
Gamila say I did not do that.
It
I'm
doesn't look
very
like a
tempted,
shave.
but no.
It doesn't look like a shave. No.
I think Ramesu feels like a weight has been lifted.
Hmm?
Like he's been carrying around extra weight for quite a while, and that burden had been growing, but now he feels lighter.
Your
But at the
weird
same time,
your weird goes down by two, obviously. You, like yeah, this is the end of your adventure, but yeah, like describe it. Sorry.
um, yeah, I think he just feels
Free.
natural, yeah,
Which
normal.
which is the
But
strange part, because when you know that just yesterday being a hairy human and slash werejackal mode, that felt natural, but today being a human and no longer having those senses, no longer having those heightened senses, uh yeah, that just you still have the sword, but as you like hold the sword in your hand, you get you get a vision. You get like sort of like a, okay, it's not a vision, it's like a like a feeling that this is what happened. So you realize what happened when the imprisonment ritual was happening. Um, it because you were already affected by Petsibast's magic, the imprisonment ritual interacted with your curse and also trapped the curse inside the Sphinx. Which means anybody who breaks the Sphinx will not only release the Assad, but will be affected by the Werejackal curse.
so
And
I mean,
you
it's gonna be a very short-lived curse for them.
yeah, yeah.
so Ramesu is going to write home, and in the letter, he's going to tell his parents that he's found work in Giza.
Mhm,
That if he's needed, to write to him,
mhm,
and he's going to tell the group eventually um, that the curse is lifted,
mhm,
and in order to prevent anyone from releasing the monster and getting the curse,
mhm.
he will stay there and until he can't any longer, naturally, and become like a warden of the Sphinx and train those willing under him for generations to come to take care of the Sphinx and to make sure that no one breaks the curse or breaks the spell. So
Nice.
Nice. I think as the like this is kind of like a montage scene of how it happens. We have like little snippets of scenes showing like no like voiceover. It's like just like there's no text or anything. Like sorry, there's no voice. Or you just kind of like nodding and you all realizing what happened. And we see Ramesu like as he grows old in this like wardenship as he trains the new generation. We see behind him people eventually repairing the nose. And the legend of this Asag being lost forever. I will add one little thing, one little thing. Fast forward to the year, say 2021, 22, 2000 years in the future. We see like a team of archaeologists near the Sphinx, and they're using like seismographs to measure like if like what is inside, like what is underneath the Sphinx and stuff like that. And one of them says, "Hey, I found something in the computer. There's an imaging." And they're like imaging, like using seismic imaging to see what's underneath the Sphinx. And there's like suddenly the like music kind of becomes like very ominous for a second. And as we reach there, we see a small sarcophagus, and inside it is a sword. And yeah, that's the only thing remaining of Rames and his sword of Anubis.
Are the historians British by any chance?
I don't know.
Of course they are.
It's 2022.
Of course they are.
It can be an international team. I don't know. It's there's probably
It's,
one.
it's definitely the British.
Yeah, and they probably brought it back to the museum
Yeah.
overseas
It's
and
underneath.
just claim that it's theirs.
It's underneath the Sphinx. No, nobody's taking it out. They see it. It's like yeah. So like the music builds, like the music kind of implies, oh no, they found the Asag, but nope, they just found sarcophagus of Ramesu, the only person with you who has made it to the present day in some form. And that is the mystery Rumble in the Sphinx. That was an amazing send off, man. That was like great ending to Ramesu's story. I absolutely love it. He is still available as an NPC in the story if we ever want to use him, but like we know where he is. He's the warden of the Sphinx. It's just great. It's fantastic. Like awesome. Also, that was British explorers during those times. This is no longer the colonial times. They don't do that anymore. But yeah, also, Janine, yes, I already have plans for a 2020 like modern day campaign based in this exact setting. So whatever you guys do, like the fact that you trapped this creature into the Sphinx instead of killing it, that is a big deal. That affects that future campaign. Anything you do that has future ramifications will have future ramifications in that future campaign. So
I
good.
can't wait to fuck up the life of my descendant.
Will you even
I,
have descendant? You married, but you don't have a kid. You probably don't even have a descendant.
yeah.
I mean, it doesn't have to be from Maya directly. It could be one of her brothers.
Okay, that's fair. All right, so yeah, that was that. End of session. I know one of you leveled up and took the option to retire, so that's wonderful. All right. Questions. Let's look at the questions. End of session. Did we solve the current mystery? Yeah. Did we save Samram from certain death or worse? I'd say yes. You saved
Yeah.
You
I mean,
saved all of
we
these
saved all of
villagers.
these,
All of these villagers from certain death. Not
yeah.
Banichi, but you saved all of these villagers. None
And who
of them
cares
died.
about
They're
Oh, he did become little dead weight. So
who cares about him? We
Alright.
saved everyone else.
Did we learn something new and important about the world? Hell yes.
Yeah.
Did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters? Hell yes.
he got 4 experience.
You,
Oh wait, no, hold on.
two. You all get 2 experience. Ramesu leveled up and retired. Farmi is at 4. Maya is at 7, meaning you still need to choose one. Camilla is at
Yeah.
6.
Oh, nice. I level up.
Yeah, you leveled up. Wonderful. All right. So, thank you. Thank you, everyone. This was it didn't matter wherever you went. Like, I had a way for like the curse to be done something, but like you went for the direct ritual, and so it worked. So, yeah, I'm very happy with everyone. Osk, was that satisfying? Did you enjoy it?
Yes, it was more than satisfactory.
Awesome. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed your time in this game, and yeah, um, I guess this is where I'll stop the video before I talk too much about anything. Thank you everyone for tuning in to session 74, no, 14 of and Mystery 6 of
Mm,
Rumble in the Sphinx. Um, yeah, next time we'll see what the future holds for our brave 3 adventurers, and we'll see if there are some more surprises in the wait. And who knows? Maybe we'll run into Ramesu, the warden of the Sphinx, later, someday. Tune in next time on Mysteries of the Sphinx.